Finally. Hey guys, this is Frozen Wish to use here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm going to be doing a review on Prometheus. So Prometheus is the fifth installment in the Alien franchise, seventh if you count Alien vs Predator, which I certainly don't. I personally don't. And it came out in the year 2012. It came out on the exact same day as Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, and is directed by Ridley Scott. Yeah, Ridley Scott, the creator of the Alien franchise, returning to form to direct this. And it stars Noomi Rapace, Michael Fassbender, Charlize Theron, Idris Elba, Guy Pearce, Logan Marshall Green, Sean Harris, Rafe Spall, Benedict Wong, Tesron. And so the film tells the story of this team of scientists and spaceship crew led by Elizabeth Shaw, played by Noomi Rapace, who goes on this expedition adventure into this new planet in order to search for the origins of mankind. And yeah, they believe that their creator is the engineers, but then they actually find out that things turn out to be not exactly what they believe, because it turns out if you actually know the definition of Prometheus, Prometheus is actually a negative term. So it's hard to define specifically what Prometheus is, but these engineers that turn out to be evil, and they actually embody the aliens. Yeah, they have something to do with the creation of the aliens. And yes, this is technically a prequel to the Alien franchise, but it's not necessarily about the aliens. That stuff. It's about, but there's still horrors and thrills and some of the things you expect from aliens. Just don't expect the same alien movie you're wanting. So yeah, now as for my recap on the first two alien films, on the first four alien films, I think we can all agree that the first two movies rock, and the third and fourth one suck. Just as simple as that. I don't need to go any further than that. But while it is unanimously agreed upon by the vast majority that the first two movies rock and the third and fourth films suck, the fifth and sixth Alien film, this and Alien Covenant, are actually met with mixed reviews. As you know, they are probably the most divisive Alien film, as there are a group of people who enjoy these movies, and then you got people who hate these movies, and there are actually some people who go as far as calling Alien Covenant the worst Alien film ever. I know some would say either Alien 3 or Resurrection, but there are actually a handful of people who say Covenant is the worst one. I'll talk about that more when I review Alien Covenant. But yeah, with Prometheus, now I'm not sure what exactly people were expecting from Prometheus. I never knew the internet back then, so I have no idea what people were expecting from this one. But there are some green flags and red flags to this. The red flags is the fact that there hasn't been a good alien film since Aliens, and so people would have thought that the Alien franchise is truly dead and there's no saving it, and it has become like a cheap cash grab at this point. And especially considering that Alien Resurrection is the most hated alien film, I'm sure people would expect that there's no getting out of, there's no escape from it. But then you got people, but with the green flag, it is directed by Ridley Scott, who directed the very first Alien film. So yeah, we're very happy that Ridley Scott is directing the Alien. I'm sure people would have give this just those people would have given this just as much hype as they are giving Romulus in present day. However, there would have been one minor concern. Ridley Scott's track record, yeah, as you can tell, yeah, it's going downhill. I mean, sure. At the time, Ridley Scott was like okay, but he wasn't the same director as he was back in like the early days of films like Alien or Blade Runner, and especially Gladiator. Gladiator being my favorite Ridley Scott film. But now we get films like Robin Hood, which was the film before this. So I'm very sure people would have been asking the question: can we trust Ridley Scott to continue the Alien franchise? So with his current track record, I mean, for that time, yeah, sure, he did direct masterpieces in the modern day, like The Martian being a perfect example of that. I love Martian, and while it's not a perfect movie, The Last Duel it is such an underrated gem. So yeah, now yeah, a lot of people surely were underwhelmed by this because because of the fact that Ridley Scott directing the franchise, that did not help at all, and people assume that Ridley Scott apparently ruined his own franchise, and some people would even go as far as saying that this movie ruined the Alien franchise. Well, not as hated as and polarizing as Covenant, but still, yeah, people just love to hate on modern stuff nowadays, especially with sequels to original films. They'll just hate on anything just for being modern. But you want to know my take on Prometheus? You want to know what I personally thought of it? I like it. I like this movie. I think it's. I don't just like it. I think it's a straight up great movie. Yeah, I don't care what the haters say. In fact, I don't get the hate for this movie, for these franchise. Well, maybe I kind of do, but at the same time, I feel like people are just. The only reason people are hating on this and Covenant is because they're modern movies, and they just they just want to prove that modern movies, quote unquote, suck nowadays. But also say stuff like, oh, this and Covenant ruined the Alien franchise. Oh, they're so. Sorry about that. Sorry about the noise. I'm actually recording outdoors, so yeah. But yeah, people apparently just want to look cool by hating on these modern movies, and I think these modern movies are honestly getting really unfair hate nowadays. Yeah, especially franchise blockbusters. So yeah, yeah, and also I feel like people would have also would have also complained about the fact that that there's no longer Ripley in this film. Alien Resurrection was the final film in the Alien franchise in the Ripley era, but then Ridley Scott wanted to continue the Alien lore. But I'm sure people would have been like, oh, without Ripley, there's no Alien films. You can't have Alien. I'm not sure if that's true. It's just a guess, but I don't want to make immediate claims and jump into immediate conclusion. But yeah, now, is this movie perfect? No, absolutely not. And is this movie as good as Alien or an Aliens? Not even close, yeah. But as of now, this is actually my favorite Alien film besides Alien and Aliens. Yeah, like my favorite post-Aliens film, if you know what I mean. Well, I already know that Romulus will top this one as the best post-Aliens, the best Alien film that isn't Alien or Aliens. But for now, it's Prometheus. Now, since Ridley Scott came back into the world of Aliens, of the Alien franchise, what he did with his film, with his return to form, is make the biggest and grandest Alien film ever. And I mean, like, in scale and scope, it is very grandeur, and it takes a risk, and it wants to take a risk. And the risk it wanted to go for was to be different from Alien, from the franchise. He wanted to make it different from the Alien franchise while still being connected to the Alien film, which is a risk. So basically, so the risk that Ridley Scott took was actually the kind of story it's trying to tell, the kind of antagonist that the characters had to face, and the fact that literally the xenomorph only shows up in the final act of the film, the very end. building up to Alien Covenant, which explains the origin story of the xenomorphs. This film is basically this film's premise, connection to the Alien franchise, is basically what the aliens were like, pretty much the build up to the alien formation, like the origin story of how aliens were formed, and it had something to do with it, and it's linked to these beings called the engineers. So yeah, just like what I explained in my plot analysis, the film is essentially about the search for the origin of mankind, which is a bold move because literally this is a story that this is a story that how do I say this? This is a story that talks about religious, that talks about the creation of the universe in both the religious and scientific point of view, and literally it's like a standalone story disguised as an alien prequel. That's the best way to describe this film. It's a standalone story disguised as an alien prequel, and it's literally a bold move to take it. But if there's one thing about the film that we can all agree on, it's that this is the most visually stunning alien film yet. And judging by what I've seen in Romulus, I don't even think Romulus would top this as the most visually gorgeous alien film. Like, I mean, it's no surprise considering that it's Ridley Scott, but just the landscapes and the practical effects of the monsters, well, aliens, kinda, well, quote unquote aliens. And literally, the production value around the expedition, the cave that the scientists venture into in order to search for the origins of mankind, it all looks so gorgeous. Yeah, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, and this movie got a nomination for Best Visual Effects. It more than deserves it. It is beautiful, just beautiful to look at. Beautiful cinematography. Yes, cinematography-wise, best cinematography in the franchise. Yeah, and yeah, I never knew that this movie would top the first two Alien films in terms of visuals, especially Aliens. Yeah, Aliens may have visual effects that were ahead of its time, but Prometheus was something else. It was the visuals in the film were something truly special and remarkable. And yeah, and also to me personally, another thing that makes this film stand out from the franchise, from the other Alien films, is the premise. Sure, when it comes to the execution of the story, it's not the best, but it does have the best premise because, like what I said, no, my personal favorite premise, not the best, because like what I said, it's basically about the search for the origins of mankind, but apparently the kind of what they find is not the origin, but rather the origin of hell that this franchise is about to face. It's very, it has the balls to pretty much explain that the aliens actually came from the source of the aliens is actually with the engineers who the scientists believe that the engineers are actually the engineers are actually the creators, like as if they think that the engineers are the gods, even if that's not the case here. And yeah, also this movie shows that that bigger doesn't mean better. Yeah, I was gonna say this earlier, but yeah, sorry if it's a little disjointed, but whatever. I'm sure you get the point. And considering that this is the biggest Alien film yet, it actually does have the biggest cast ensemble, which I already mentioned the cast here. Yeah, normally when it came to all the other Alien films, they would have like at least one or two big name stars, and then the rest, and then everyone else would be like B-list actors who we know nothing about. Heck, even the actress who played Newt from Aliens, like she literally quit acting. She never, and I'm sure that that's the case with a lot of these actors who still remain alive. They literally quit. They retired from acting and moved on. And yeah, but yeah, the most notably, Sigourney Weaver is like the one popular act, the one A-list star in these films. But then you got Michael Biehn from Aliens, who you may know as Kyle Reese from the two James Cameron Terminator films, and then you got Alien 3 with Charles Dance, who you may know from Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones, yeah. Wait, yeah, Game of Thrones. Wait, was it Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon? Charles Dance was in. I can't remember, but yeah, Charles Dance was definitely in that universe, the Game of Thrones universe. And then Alien Resurrection with Winona Ryder, who you may know as sorry about that. Stranger Things, Joyce Byers, and also Ron Perlman as well. Ron Perlman, who you may know as many other things. But then in this film, you got Michael Fassbender, Noomi Rapace, Logan Marshall Green, who looked very similar to Tom Hardy. There's a reason why Chris Tuckman constantly calls him Tom Hardy lookalike. Charlize Theron, Idris Elba, Guy Pearce, Sean Harris, Benedict Wong, etc. Yeah, so many great actors, and I think that all of them give a solid to great performances that are really great at best and decent at worst. I don't think any of these performances were bad in the slightest bit. And out of all these performances, Michael Fassbender's David was definitely the standout here. And David is actually written to be like the most interesting character, the most developed character, as he's basically this android, and he has like pretty much a link to these aliens just as much as the engineers do, which we're gonna learn more about that in Alien Covenant. But they did set up David to be something else, which is explained in in the follow-up. And yeah, Michael Fassbender, this is probably one of my favorite performances from Michael Fassbender. But my personal favorite character in the film is Charlize Theron's character Meredith Vickens. Meredith is basically like the daughter of the character who assigns who gives her the mission to search for the origins of mankind. But Meredith is actually Meredith Vickers is my alien crush at the moment. My alien franchise crush. I do think Kelly Spade's Rain Carradine from Alien Romulus. She's already my alien crush. Looking at the trailer for it, but like before Alien Romulus, if I were to say who my alien crush is without Alien Romulus, it will be Meredith. But again, Rain Carradine is now my alien crush. Now. Yes, this film definitely has flaws. This film definitely has flaws. I think we can all agree that this film can get stupid. I mean, I don't think a single person would watch this film and not notice some stupid elements to it. Because characters do make stupid decisions, especially the scientists. How is it that the space crew members are more intelligent than the scientists here? The scientists really do make so much stupid decisions here. But probably my bigger problem with the film is the character development. I'm sure that's the case with like having way too many characters. There were far too many characters here. And I mentioned David and Meredith being the two best characters in the film. I also like Elizabeth Shaw a lot. I think Noomi Rapace's Elizabeth Shaw was a worthy lead in the franchise, worthy lead in this film. And I also do like Idris Elba's character. But the rest of the characters, well, I kind of like Benedict Wong, I guess. But this film does have an issue of just not having enough character development. David Meredith and Shaw were the only characters who had character development, but the other characters like Idris Elba and Tom Hardy lookalike guy, they felt way too sidelined. Like they're only there, their only purpose is to push the plot forward, but they don't really have any. They lack personality and development. So I think that's where the movie needs to improve on, like better character development. And also, it's possible that you can criticize this film for being slow. I can see that. But personally, the slow pacing doesn't really bother me a lot. But at this point, I think we should accept the fact that the Alien films tend to have a slow build-up. Even Alien Romulus, I hear people from the early reviews, they say that Alien Romulus does have a slow build-up, which is typical alien fashion. Yeah. So overall, while Prometheus is not a masterpiece by any means, and it's not Alien or Aliens, it's certainly a return to form for the franchise. It's certainly a return to form for Alien films that are actually good, and a huge apology letter from Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection. Yeah, it has gorgeous visual effects. It has gorgeous visual effects, gorgeous visual effects, great cast ensemble. It takes risks. It has a brilliant premise, and also it's just all around a really good film overall. In fact, it's great and highly regardable. So with that said, I'm going to give Prometheus 4 stars out of 5. Great movie. So also for my review of Prometheus, what are your thoughts on the film? Would you agree with me that this is a great and underrated movie? Or are you siding with the people who say that this is underwhelming as hell? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Alien Covenant. So yeah, bye guys.